Is dating beautiful women more flattering or nerve-wracking for men, and why?
Probably nerve-wracking because you got to impress them, you know? Straight up. Because they can have any other dude, but she's with you, you know?
It's more nerve-wracking for me.
Why?
Because men are like crazy. Like men, they kind of like don't understand a lot of women, and they basically they have lack of communication. So I believe like they rather just like date multiple women and not like commit.
Because a beautiful woman, she comes with a lot of issues. She comes with a lot of baggage. Because she doesn't believe she's pretty. She has heard she's pretty, although she doesn't believe in her core. So with that, she'll go with anybody who can show her attention. And usually a guy that shows her attention, that guy's got his own insecurities too. So it's nerve-wracking for him.
Nerve-wracking.
Do you think confidence is something every man can have?
No.
Where does confidence come from?
Being confident in themselves, loving themselves.
Is it possible to have confidence without competence?
No.
Can you be confident without the skill to back it up?
No.
What is competent?
E che te proszę che te ricontrasci ti, però che te ci vuole che le si batto
Being competent.
Yes.
You don't have to have competence to have confidence.
Isn't confidence without competence the definition of delusion?
Haha, that's funny. I guess that it would be, huh? You got me on that one.
Isn't confidence without competence? Yes, that is the definition of delusional.
What's the difference between having goals and being delusional?
Illusional.
The strength of character that you believe in yourself, that you know that you, for the most part, are trying to do the right thing, and that even if you fail, at least you try to do good. And you can be confident in yourself going forward because you didn't commit evil like some people are. Some people's out there just doing bad all day long, and you are trying to do the right thing. So you can be confident in yourself.
Basically, a man have to want to have confidence, and sometimes they choose the woman they want to have confidence with.
Where does confidence come from?
Within. It comes from within. You have to feel good about yourself. You have to love yourself to feel confident.
Have the most confident men ultimately met your expectations?
No.
So why are women so fixated on confident men?
I think it's just like they want someone who's in charge. A lot of women, I guess.
Are women more likely to make snap judgments or be indecisive?
Yes.
No. False. Ladies, false.
Why is it that no woman ever knows where we should go eat?
Because they don't care.
No, bull. Because when we pick something, you guys give us those eyes like, oh, I don't want to go eat there.
Advice is you ask them, guess where we're going. First guess they do, that's where we're going.
Yep. Be indecisive.
For sure.
Why is it that no woman ever knows where we should go eat?
Because everything sounds good.
Food is good.
Food is delicious.
Is it fair to expect a man's commitment from a woman who can't make up her own mind?
No. It's not.
That one's hard. Are you hard? He's hard.
Why do women seem to bond better with gay men?
Oh. Again, like I said, I have had several gay friends throughout my life, good friends of mine. Most of them do not like straight women, although they want to be them. The gay dude does. They want to be the woman. So the woman may end up with a gay friend because this gay dude wants to go out shopping, wants to go looking for guys, wants to go do the girl things because they want to be a girl themselves.
See, it really depends on what scenario you put on. If you put a lot of cocaine in the situation, everybody's going to bond with everybody. But, I mean, it really depends on where you're at and what you're doing.
Why do straight women bond better with gay men better than straight men bond better with gay women?
Because gay women really hate men. Lesbians don't like dudes, like at all. But gay dudes tend to want to be a woman So yeah, and gay dudes are like way more sensitive. Yeah, lesbians are like they'll beat you up. But then again, this is all for general answers. I can't speak for every lesbian or every gay man or every straight or anything like that. But lesbians will kick your ass. A gay dude probably cry with you.
Women will hang out with a gay guy because it's not penis in a jar. It's not platonic penis. It's even better than that. It's penis that can do everything and doesn't want any pussy. That's the best. That's what women want.
Why are men more likely to fantasize about two women than women will fantasize about two men?
Because two dudes together is gross, and two girls together is sexy. I don't know. Because you know what? Girls is more down with like other lesbian girls. They're like, oh yeah, I'll look at that. Ain't no guy trying to look at guys doing things. But yeah, so I guess there's a double standard on that. Yeah, I can't explain that. I think that's animal instinct.
What is the worst thing a man can call a woman?
There's like 5: cunt, bitch, whore, slut.
Honestly, a bitch, because I'm okay when my girlfriends call me a bitch because I know they say it with the love, but when my man says it, it comes out like he's mad.
What is the worst thing a woman can call a man?
A broke-ass bitch.
It's like calling a woman whore or cunt.
Or a bitch.
Or a bitch.
Or a bitch. Pretty much.
Because straight guys, they want to woman act as a whore in a bed, as a friend during the relationship, and as a partner in the relationship, but they calling like constantly a woman as a whore.
It really depends on the time, because if you're fucking your girl, you could be like, oh, bitch, you a hoe, you know, but if you're not, then, you know, just call her things that you want to be called. So you gotta call them boss, and, you know, you're my gangster girl, all that shit. So, you know, I don't really have problems with calling women. They usually call me.
Why do some women get offended at the C word but have no problem calling a man every name in the book?
In England, I'm pretty sure that cunt is like normally said. Like cunt is like not even a bad word in England.
Because women haven't been used to getting hit in the face, okay? A man, I go up and I say some shit to one of these guys out here, he gonna walk up and punch me in my head, boom. So I understand, I gotta moderate my tongue. I have to control what I say when I say. Women, they just fly off the handle. They try to get you as angry as they are. They try to pass on that pain, and they do it through the tongue. And man, we can use our fists.
What message does it send to women and gays when the biggest insults are calling him a pussy or a fag?
Again, I'm going with a kind of a metaphor. Betty White, who is, I think, deceased now. I think she's deceased now, I believe, so rest in peace if she is dead, I'm not sure. She said, balls, you get kicked in the balls, that really hurts. You get kicked in the pussy, a pussy is strong. It can take a pounding, and it puts out little babies and stuff, and bleeds every month. Shit, being a pussy, that's kind of a good thing. Being a dick or having balls, how you have balls, well, that's easily hurt.
When a woman attacks a man's masculinity, that's the worst shit a woman could do. Women do that. They think it's funny. Oh, I want a man who's 6'7", whoa, who's got $600,000 in the bank, all this other bullshit. And they're 4'3", and they're like, what are you bringing to the fucking table here, you know? And they go and they attack that guy's ego. They attack his masculinity at the first moment of rejection or at the first discourse that they have. Even the guy who's had it all. The women will go and attack his masculinity nowadays. Why? Because they hit below the belt.
Are there any groups other than straight white men that it has become socially acceptable to talk badly about?
I don't think it's socially acceptable to really talk shit about anybody in general, like any general group. I grew up with a family that I'm part Mexican. Most of my friends are either Filipino or Mexican or black. I have a bunch of gay friends. I have a lot of girlfriends. To me, there's no reason to talk shit on any group. I have a lot of Muslim friends when I went to college. Muslims and Indians and people from like the Middle East. I went to college with these guys and they're cool. People from Persia, which is now called Iran. People from India, people from Armenia, people from Saudi Arabia. Muslims and shit, and gay people. I know all these motherfuckers, and they're all cool. And so to me, it's not really socially acceptable to come down on anybody because of who they are. You can come down on somebody if you know them and they're a dickhead or they did something to you, but just because of who they are, Martin Luther King had a dream, and I share that dream, that you can hate on a motherfucker if he sucks, but don't just hate on somebody because of who they are, what they look like, you know?
Do you think it's harder for a man to get the female attention that he does want, or is it harder for a woman to avoid the male attention she doesn't want?
It's very easy for a woman to avoid the male attention she doesn't want. I think it's harder for the man.
Oh, it's definitely harder for a man to get the attention that he does want. It's easy for a woman to avoid men that they don't want.
So in other words, is it harder for a man to get laid than it is for a woman to reject men?
It's not harder for a man to get laid. A man can get laid. I believe if a woman comes to any man and say they want to get laid, a man's going to agree and get laid.
So if you woke up tomorrow and you were the opposite sex and you just wanted to get laid like most men do, how would you do it?
Hey, baby, how you doing?
Why will a woman wear a fake wedding ring to repel men while a man will wear a fake wedding ring to attract women?
That's a good question, but I know at the end of the day, every person wants a person that's wanted, and that's also taken. So you want what you can't have.
I also carry a baby around with me.
I like ring pops.
Ooh, that's interesting as hell. I gotta admit, I'm kind of stuck on that question, but I never knew women I have known men to wear a wedding ring to attract women, but I never knew women to like fake that they were married. Like,
why are women quick to reject a man that lives with his mother, but quick to accept a man that lives with his wife?
woo, you cutting up on this thing. Stop playing. That's a good ass question. You know, I'm with you when you're right. And I believe it's all about, you got me stuck on these questions. That's a good ass question though.
Because women nowadays are competing all for the same men. And what that means is that all women want the same men. They are the ones that create these rules.
Because bitches are hoes.
Ooh, and men like to cheat.
Why are there women quick to reject a man that lives with his mother, but quick to accept a man that lives with his wife?
Oh.
That is such a good question. I have no idea because I could never, sis. Shame on you.
If you a mama boy, it means that you still have not grown into yourself, or for one reason or the other, you're not ready to take care of the responsibilities in your life that you should be taking care of. Like if you went out and got an apartment and then had to move back to mama's house, at least you tried, you know? But if you use a mama boy where like you just can't grow out of being a kid, you're gonna lose your friends too, not just girls. Whereas a dude with his wife, he probably has a nice job, a nice car, probably has some money. He's taking care of that lady, isn't he?
Is it true because women would rather be the emperor's mistress than the peasant's wife?
Women nowadays do not understand how to be the peasant's wife. They'd rather be a single wife. They'd rather be a single mom.
What does the expression man up mean?
I mean, stand on your own 2 feet. Do what you got to do and don't say nothing about it. Just do what you got to do.
What about woman up?
Woman up really means just go get that money. You don't need a man. You just go get that money because you're a boss-ass bitch.
Does the expression man up only apply to straight men?
That shit applies to all men, straight, whatever. I know gay men now beat the fuck out of a straight man.
Grow up. Just take a stand and do what you're supposed to do. Do the right thing and just get it done. That's to me what man up means.
What about woman up?
I've never heard anybody use that expression.
Why do we have man up but not woman up?
Because of the prevalent sexism that has permeated throughout society over generations and generations. So it's generally accepted that the masculine side is the one that takes care of business. But that's just a general sexism that really, as a people, we need to work through and try to get over.
Does the expression man up only apply to straight men?
Hell no. It applies to women, it applies to gay men, it applies to man up. You know, if you got to do the thing, then do the thing.
If women are so concerned with feelings and emotions, why will some shame a man who cries or needs emotional support unless he is gay?
Okay, for this one, I'm going to use a metaphor. There's a band called The Cure from England, and very popular throughout the world, and they just got inducted into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. The first song that they were very popular for was called Boys Don't Cry. And the whole song is about how I would tell you that I'm sorry if I thought it would change your mind, but I know that it won't, and I'm way too far behind. So I keep on laughing and hiding the tears in my eyes because boys don't cry. Now, The Cure is extremely popular within goth and punk rock music for that reason, is they represented the idea that, you know what, boys do cry. We have emotions. And a real woman will support you through it just like a real man will, just like a real friend will, just like your family. If you have good emotions with your family, they will help you through these hard times. So I don't think that a man should be shamed or that women intend to shame it. I think that maybe it's just, again, institutional sexism that is taught to both sexes. Both genders have an idea of what a man and a woman should be that is both unrealistic. It's unrealistic what a woman's supposed to be. It's unrealistic what a man's supposed to be. To be real is just get it done. And if you feel emotions, let them out. If you got pain in your heart, let it out. You know, and if you got love in your heart, let the person that you love know it. Don't hide it. Let them know it.
How emotional is too emotional?
How I'm getting right now.
Do you think the things that we judge each other on, is that natural or learned behavior?
It's a learned behavior, but I think we need to start changing it. And first of all, get to know each other. We should talk with our kids, with our family. We should be more open, you know?
Yeah,
not like closed, not keep everything in secret, because it's stupid. It doesn't work out this way, yeah.
Why do so many people talk about how things ought to be rather than how things really are?
I love that question because I think about that all the time. Why are we thinking about the past when we're living in the now? And all we have ahead of us is the future. I'm not trying to make America great again. I want America great right now. I want to make whatever we have better. I'm looking into the future and not to the past. And a lot of the things I've expressed during this interview kind of reflect that, is that I grew up in a generation that, you know what, I've seen every type of person in positions of power that they deserved and in positions of criminality that they deserved, where the rich had fallen and the poor rose up. I've seen that all happen. We had a black president. We had a crazy president for a while there, and I'm not going to say which is which. And you know what? We got all sorts of things. It's a different tomorrow than yesterday. We don't need to think about what ought to be. You got to make it today. We got to start today. You got to be the change that you want to see. So if you want to see a change in the world, you got to look at. It's like Michael Jackson said, "Look at the man in the mirror." Michael Jackson said that. Look at the man in the mirror. As if you want to make a change, start today.